Hey everyone, Greg Mo Roberts here. What we're doing right now is we're giving you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes action right before one of our podcasts are about to start. So you're going to see how we prep, the logistic nightmare that we go through to get all this started, which takes us eventually to the recording. Gerbil, or Adam, he's our Australian friend, is taking a dump right now. What's really funny and interesting, he's taking a dump on Saturday, and I'm talking to you on Friday. It's amazing how these things work. And we're waiting for Butcher to call in, and we'll be ready to go. So all I need to do is prepare to go over to the. As you can see here, I've got my beers ready and all lined up, and I also have the. Well, we got Skype going on there. I've got my my show notes ready to go. I got a coffee in case I need it. I got everything just about ready. So let's see if we can connect with these guys. Okay, how can I set this up? Kind of a genius. Let's call. They don't know I'm doing this, by the way. It's the thing with call display. No one ever picks up. It looks like a fucking prison light behind me. I gotta fix that. What is this, 13 Tazametti we got going on here? Okay, so it would seem that our first technical difficulty is that nobody wants to pick up for this particular call. As per usual, we like to start these things at on time, so they... meaning that usually about 2 or 3 hours after the time we start, we get going. How can I prop this thing up? With a beer? Let's try this. Will that hold it? Ah! Okay, it didn't really hurt, but in theory. Alright. Alright. What else can I do to entertain you in the meantime? I can, Oh, he's back and he feels about 10 pounds lighter. Let's try calling Adam again.
Hello.
Listen, I don't know exactly how much you weighed in the first place, but the fact that you might be 10 pounds lighter is a little concerning right now.
I actually, the only reason I use the word pounds is because if I wrote, because normally I would say, I feel about a kilo lighter, and I wasn't sure whether you'd know what I meant if I said kilo.
We're on the same system as yourself. I'm obviously from Canada, right? So it's only these...
You'd be metric. It's only
the ass-backward Americans.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. But again, even 10 pounds, not even the lead character in Stephen King's Thinner dropped that quickly. So there's a little bit of a medical concern here on this side, and there's all hell I can do about it. So. Well,
there's no. That's a great little example, though, of the amount of how much a sigh of a relief that was heaved.
Oh, you could say sigh of release. That works too.
It does. It does work.
So the only guy who's not ready, obviously, Butcher hasn't called us for his 5 o'clock. Oh, look at that! Here he is. So I go answer, I suppose. All right. So Butcher, hey.
Greg, you there?
I'm here. And you're there, right? You can hear me? These are the technical difficulties I told you. This will go on for about an hour. Bonjour, mon ami! Oh. You're... You're still there, right, Adam? I'm not talking to anybody at the moment. Okay, I'm going to end this call. Hey, you guys can hear me? Excellent. Yeah. Oh, there he is. I can hear you all right, Butch. Yep, we've been talking for a while. Notice how the least technical guy, me, is the one that's got this all working fine at the moment. Uh-huh. All right. I swore I wasn't going to drink on this podcast, but let's get it started. Let's get it started. Well, the problem is the last couple of podcasts that we've done, we've had an unfortunate, technical difficulties at the beginning, and I'll be a good 4 or 5 beers down before we even start. So by the end of the podcast, I'm not in tip-top shape. There was a whole bunch. It was all on Butcher's side. Butcher, it didn't record once. The recording program that he was using crashed on him, and therefore we had to start all over again and tell the same jokes over again and laugh at the same parts. And hey.
I'm surprised that my connection is running as well as it is, considering how crap the internet is in Australia.
All right, Greg, which microphone you on?
I took the microphone out. I am on the cheap one, which you said is the better one, right? You want me to go on the other one? Okay.
What happens is it sounds good, but there's a whole hiss through the whole thing.
All right.
So when I remove the hiss, you kind of sound like a robot sometimes. Like it's because the effects, the effects I put your voice through, it changes it.
Maybe I am a robot.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's all you got to say about that.
Hey, Butcher, did the file I sent you last time, did you have to do much with it? Was it all good?
No. Just plugged it in, baby.
Cool.
We need to try to start and stop at the same time, though, because it was a real bitch to get all 3 together, because we all stopped and started at different places.
Right. Well, then that's what we have the speed and marker thing for. So we go, okay, 3, 2, 1, mark. That kind of thing.
All right.
It was like 10 minutes different on 10 minutes between me and you guys. You guys were like 5 off.
New microphone.
So, it works. It's just kind of a lot of work to figure out where they all match.
The other easy way to do it as well is everyone just says, everybody count down from 10, and you just count down from 10 all at the same time, and then you just mix it in to match up that too.
Yeah.
10's kind of a big number to start at. Is this microphone any better?
I said 10, and then
Take
I realised I said 10. I take it back. Because I just get this image now of her Frau from Austin Powers counting down before they launched the rocket in The Spy Who Shagged Me. You know what? Just wait till when you close the doors, then just take off.
This microphone's better for you guys, right? You can still hear me fine?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, I added a couple questions from Facebook and Twitter that I got in.
That are not on the doc file.
Yeah, do you want me to email those to you? Probably, right? Or I could just do them. There's 3.
Yeah, you can just do that. I've got my email program open as well, so
Those
I got 2 computers running at the moment. I've got a computer that I've got KR up, and I'm just looking at stuff online, and then I have a second computer which is purely just recording.
All right, hang on, I'll bring it back. I need to just actually let me ask you this first. I need to warm up a little bit, jump around and shit. But I have an interview with the Blue Valentine director, and I'm trying to figure out where to put it in the show. Now, it's not... I wanted you guys to hear it first, but it's not edited down.
How long does it go for?
10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm going to mention Blue Valentine and what you've been watching. I'd rather do it there or do it earlier in the podcast, right after side announcements or something. What do you guys think?
after site announcements only because the outline that we have right now with the opening banter and then through site announcements, we're throwing a lot of information, right? And then it's kind of a break for the information, and we come back and kind of have a little bit more fun. It's not to say that the first part isn't fun, but again, it's more informative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it'll be a break for the listeners.
So do it after site announcements?
I would, yeah. And then
after site announcements.
Yeah.
Then we can pull it back to the listeners by doing the show feedback.
Like a foreskin, yeah.
For anybody who, Gee, that was a lovely visual there. Greg Rad really needed that.
I have the visual of you shitting 10 pounds. I can give you a foreskin visual.
That's true. That is true.
Butcher, by the way, we are recording video here of the behind-the-scenes setup for...
oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Who's recording?
We've been going for 11 minutes now of showing the setup here I have at the house, and I've got you guys on the speakers instead of the headphones so that everyone can see what we go through.
Everyone? You got a posse there or something?
Ah, posse. I like the way you guys say posse down there. Sounds dirty. Sounds dirty.
Greg, do you know how to say the director of Blue Valentine? I don't know how to say his last name. It's C-I-A-N, France. Or either one of you. Derek, C-I-N...
Never heard of it.
C-N France. C-N France.
C-N France, yeah. We are French. What do the French do best? We surrender.
The Canadian French never surrender.
Nah.
I would say it's Derek C. France. But, I mean, that's... I got no reason to be honest. He's not exactly, known to... Let me see, where was he born? He went to the University of Colorado, so it isn't exactly French, is it?
Okay, so I'm going to do some jumping jacks and try to get excited.
Another tsunami.
Because I've been up for a long fucking time.
I've been up for all of half an hour.
I'll be right back.
Nah.
You guys talk about shits and stuff.
All right, so my shits are usually small. I don't have a 10-pound shit. Kind of jealous, maybe a little bit.
I remember one time when I took a crap once, it was like I swear I must have like eaten a pinball or something at some stage, because this tiny little like ball of crap came out and it hit the bottom of the bowl through the water, and it was like, could just imagine dropping a ball bearing pinball into the toilet. It made this loud sound as it like hitting the bottom of the bowl like it was made of metal.
I've done that. I got a very volatile system, so if I have rice, it could shoot out of me like an Uzi. So I kind of know, but I've never had metal come out my ass. Although the day is young.
I've taken. I remember one time I was blocked up a bit, and I swear what I was pushing out, it felt like the size and shape of a house brick, corners and all. Like I could feel like the sharp corners as it was coming out. And then I had a look at it afterwards, and it was this tiny little thing.
Yeah, that's the worst, eh? The ones that you push out the most, then you go take a look at, and they're nothing to brag about. And then the other ones, when you're just sitting there doing a crossword, hardly even realizing that you're going to the washroom, you look down and it looks like a swirly ice cream.
Or you're just giving birth to an 18-pound chocolate mud baby.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, since last we spoke, we were joking on the podcast, you and I, last time in the breaks about, you being Australian, a dingo ate your baby. And what happens in the news over the course of the last 3 weeks? Out in Australia, we got news here that a dingo ran off with somebody's baby.
You're kidding?
No, in Australia, yeah. So there was a dingo attack, and the dingoes had to be put down. There were 3 dingoes. And they mauled the baby.
Shit. Yeah, they're notorious for doing it. I know that they do it. I suppose it happens just recently. Or not happens all the time, but it's such a did that happen type thing, oh well, type occurrence, then that's why they probably didn't really. April 26th it was, apparently.
The wonders of the internet.
The Dingo Conservation Group believe the parents of a 3-year-old girl are to blame for the dingo attack on Fraser Island. Fraser Island Rangers have captured one of 2 dingoes involved in the attack on a 3-year-old girl. The girl is believed to have been waiting with her parents for the barge to arrive and take them back to the mainland when the attack occurred. The man says he chased the dingoes away and they attacked the girl and pinned her to the ground. So the dingoes were sitting on the beach 50 metres away and the group of other people were waiting for the barge to take her back to the mainland. It says the little girl walked away from the mother and the grandmother over a sand dune into the bushes and the dogs chased after her.
Did you say at the beginning of that they blame the girl?
No, they blame... She's only 3. They blame...
Well, she could have been wearing a tight diaper. It could have been her fault. If she looks seductive, I can't blame those dingoes.
It's like those Acme things when... what is it? When Bugs Bunny would...
Wile E. Coyote?
Where exactly. They put on the female outfit. Oh, excuse me. No, they said they blame the parents.
Oh.
Some parents are just bloody stupid. Some people should not be allowed to breed.
And that is me. Thank you very much for bringing it up. There is a state order against me, which is very odd since we don't even have states in Canada. But yeah, they went out of their way to do it.
They created a state just so they could give you a state order.
Yeah. So you've read through the show notes, right, Adam?
The Word document, yeah.
I'm back, guys. Yeah, let's talk about this real quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Where is Brain Chomper?
Well, we're going to answer that. We can't answer that now.
It's like where's Waldo? You expect to find him hidden somewhere on fire up Google Maps and.
Well, the only
is if you could find out when they were going to be doing a Google Maps satellite thing and then dress up like Waldo and just be somewhere so that they take the photo of you.
The difference between Brain Chomper and Waldo is people actually look for Waldo.
Ooh, harsh.
So. This is good stuff for the show, boys.
So, in the Butcher, in the segment that Adam's going to be running, the what is it? Not the feedback. What's the other one?
Mail casket.
The mail casket. Yeah, sorry, I got a couple of beers over top of the page right now. There's a couple of them. Didn't we do these last time, Butcher? Or did you cut them out of the podcast?
I cut it out.
Oh, okay. I never got to the end of the last one, so I just thought, yeah, those are the same. Because Shake Me Down and Homicide, we have answered in a drunken, tired state.
Yeah. Well, here's the idea for the show: is I took out the movie news because we haven't done mail casket in like a month, and I was trying. Believe it or not, this is a small show, a short outline for me. So. I'm trying to get like a 2 hour and 20 minute relaxed, less content. But as I'm looking at now, it's a lot of content. But
that's all right.
That's why I took out the news to fit in mailcast. I'm still working with this format. I just think it's a lot of stuff, and it's hard to get through in even 3 hours.
That's why we did it on Saturday, so Gerbil could give up his entire morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys have any other questions about this?
Nope.
No.
It looks all good. Has anyone seen Fast 5 yet?
Yeah.
You can't talk about that.
Yeah, I had a choice last night between seeing Fast 5.
You can't talk that right now.
I'm sorry. I'll go sit in the corner.
Right, because of the rules. I'll sit in the car.
Jesus Christ. The first rule about Fast 5 podcasts is you can't talk about Fast 5 podcasts. So.
I'm having a very existentialistic out-of-body moment, sorry.
Oh.
So, this opening banter, right? I've been working on the store a lot. And I'm in the process of calling distributors and stuff. And I had some really interesting conversations with the guy who runs Alternative Cinema and the woman who deals with people like me at Shout Factory.
Okay.
And it's kind of
I've just got this image of people who deal with people like me. Exactly people like you.
People wanting to buy their movies as hosted.
Ah, right.
And I think it's interesting because it could be a really good discussion on, small business trying to get pushed out you know, of being able to buy product. Price movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? I think it's very interesting, but do you think that's interesting to listeners?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, you're describing something from ground zero that you wouldn't get this on any other podcast. You would never get this information.
Yeah.
Whoa, actually, sorry, that just made my brain tick over for a second.
Oh.
Talking of ground zero, are we completely going to gloss over or whatever the most recent events that happened with the United States in Pakistan?
Well, it's up to you if you want to talk about that. You know, the opening should be whatever you guys want to talk about.
Oh no, I was just curious. That's all. I was just wondering whether if it comes up, you know, if it follows and flows in conversation as to whether or not it's a taboo subject or something that should be discussed or whatever.
No,
okay,
no,
I was
no.
just curious. That's all.
Fits in well with the Blue Valentine interview.
Which I feel stupid, but I'm actually unfamiliar with Blue Valentine. What is that?
Why don't you watch the trailer?
Okay. Where's the trailer? That's on KR.
Yeah. Well, no, just go to YouTube or something.
You got it on. I got KR up. Is it on KR or not?
Probably
well,
not.
Yeah, if you click blogs, if you click blogs and scroll down to Gavin's blog.
No, right.
He said it's something about Blue Valentine. You'll see it.
It was an Academy Award nominee last year for Michelle Williams got best best actress or best supporting actress? I think it was a supporting role. And Ryan Gosling was getting serious consideration for his, so it was one of these lower budget heavy dramas, much like Winter's Bone, that struck a chord with a lot of people.
Okay, radio.
Yeah, because I'm smoking a cigarette, so we have a few minutes.
So why is it Australia can get Thor 10 days before it's launched in the country that it's intended for, and meanwhile you guys can't get Blue Valentine down there?
Yeah, don't get me started on that. The window releases and stuff are all up the shit. What's happening, one thing that's really going to screw things up is, what is it, there's a new movie coming out, which is a CGI movie. I can't remember what it is. It's no, it's a CGI movie like, you know, Cars or something like that, but it's not Cars that I'm talking about. It's some new movie that's coming out. It's going to be a bit of a popular one. I think it's Smurfs, actually, or something like that.
You got Smurfs, Hoodwinked 2. There's a bunch coming out this summer, but yeah, Smurfs is a late summer release.
The release window between the release in the United States and the release in Australia is over 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I know, I can just tell you straight off the bat that it is going to absolutely bomb in Australia, because anybody who wants to see it will have already gotten a bootleg of it within 2 months, because it's going to be available.
That sucks for
the Smurfs. Yeah.
Okay, now bear with me for a second. I have to, if I'm going to listen to this, because I'm running on a different set of headphones, I have to turn my main speakers up to listen to this Blue Valentine trailer.
All right, and I'm pretty much going to stop then our behind-the-scenes video here at 25 minutes.
All right.
Hey.